On today's episode of The Front Row, we're in Levelland, Texas, at the Wallace Theater, and our special guest on the program today is Alycyn Keeling, who is Executive Director of the Wallace Theater. Alycyn, welcome back to The Front Row. It's great to have you today.
Thanks. It's such an honor to be back on.
Well, I loved the last time I was here, the last two times I've been here, just such great experiences, and to see all of the things that you're able to do here in the theater. And as we were commenting just a moment ago, every time I've been into the theater itself, it's been decked out in the seating area completely differently each time. And I love that you have that flexibility in this theater.
Absolutely. That is something that makes the Wallace Theater a very unique space. Our theater seats are comfortable, beautiful theater seats, but they have the ability to be moved around. So for our special show coming up with Bria, we are going to have table seating. It is going to feel like this very intimate, beautiful New York City jazz club. So, I know especially going into the holidays, everything gets so busy. And thinking about this wonderful show, Bria, I think, gives you a great opportunity to kind of escape. When you sit down and listen to her music, her voice is so beautiful. The way she plays the trumpet is just fascinating. And to me, listening to her takes me straight to a little jazz club in New York City, and that's the feel that we want to give our audience with our intimate preview performance for her.
Wonderful. So Bria, that you're talking about, is Bria Skonberg, and give us a little bit of background on her and what kind of performance she'll give here in the Wallace Theater.
Yes, so she is actually originally from Canada. She is a Juno Award-winning trumpeter and jazz vocalist. Again, I have seen her live, and it's fascinating for me to watch her go from this beautiful singing voice to then pulling out that trumpet and just playing phenomenally. She's a multi-talented artist. She's also a songwriter. She's a recipient of the Legend Award from the Society for Preservation of Great American Songbook at Carnegie Hall. The New York Times calls her the shining hope of hot jazz. And even the Wall Street Journal said Bria is one of the most versatile and imposing musicians of her generation. Wow. And it's just incredible that we get to have her here in West Texas. And so looking at our partnership with the Texas Tech Presidential Lecture and Performance Series, us being able to work together, that's how we at the Wallace were able to bring her. We couldn't have done that on our own. We're so thankful for getting to have that collaboration with them.
Great. Oh, there's so many things to unpack there. First of all, obviously Bria Skonberg is a world-class artist, and she's going to be right here in Levelland.
Yeah.
That's great. And then you're partnering with the Texas Tech University Presidential Lecture and Performance Series to have performances both here in Levelland and then the following night in Lubbock. Are they the same thing?
They're going to be slightly different performances. You may hear some of the same songs repeated, but there's going to be some variation. And something that I've heard Johnny say from the PLPS program, Johnny is a jazz musician himself.
It would be Johnny Verbatim.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
And Johnny talks about just what a great opportunity it is to see a performance in different venues, because each time you're having this conversation, this intimate collaboration with the audience. No experience is going to be the same. So what we'll have here at the Wallace is, again, what we're calling an intimate preview, because we're this smaller venue. And then you get to go to the Allen Theater at Texas Tech and get to see her on an even bigger stage, and surrounded with even more people. And so, especially if you are a jazz music lover, this is a great opportunity to have those two different experiences. No show is ever going to be the same. You're always going to pick up on different things. She's also going to have a pianist with her, a drummer, a saxophone player. And so, I love that. When you love a musician and you can really hone in on different aspects of their performance when you get to see them more than once.
Right. Well, and as you were saying, it'll be a totally different experience. You're fashioning a jazz club, like a New York jazz club.
Yeah.
And at the Allen Theater, it'll be in a theater.
Yes.
And so those two things are completely different, and here she will be performing in both of those. How wonderful.
Exactly. How wonderful for West Texas. And I love the mission of the PLPS program to be able to bring these kinds of experiences to the wider community. And that's part of where our partnership comes in. And the mission of the Wallace Theater is creating experiences that entertain, inspire, and empower. And, we're excited that we're also going to have some students in the audience. I think it's so inspiring to see these performers up on stage that are doing what you want to do and have the opportunity to converse with them after the show and connect with them and learn about their experience. I feel like our mission will fully be fulfilled when we hear that story one day that someone has sat in one of our seats, they saw a performer on stage, and then they decided to follow their own dreams, whether it's in the music industry or even just another passion, but it's because they were inspired by that music or that performance they saw on stage.
Absolutely. So many kids get their start by watching somebody and being enthralled. Absolutely. That's totally right.
Well, and even maybe, even our older generation folks, it's never too late to pick up a new passion or a new hobby. And so we'd invite you to think about doing the same.
Right. Well, look, tell us times and dates.
Absolutely. So at the Wallace Theater, Bria will be performing on Wednesday, November the 12th. The show is going to start at 6:30 p.m. It'll be about an hour and a half long show. We will have food and beverages available, so we invite folks to come a little bit early. You'll be able to purchase drinks and food throughout the show, and we're just going to have a great time with it.
That's wonderful. Excellent. So as I was coming in, I noticed a lot of gorgeous Christmas decorations. I don't know that I've seen so many. It looks like a store getting ready to open. So tell us about Christmas at the Wallace.
Our theme is called The Magic Returns. As you know, this is our grand opening season for the Wallace, and so to bring that Christmas joy and cheer back to the Wallace, we are very excited. We have a team of over 18 local decorators that have signed up. It is led by Brittany Richards. She and her husband have been invited to decorate at the White House this year.
Oh my God.
They were able to decorate last year, and so it's rare that they actually got invited to go back a second year. So she has helped to curate the vision. We've got local community members that are helping us out. And Brittany is actually going to give a presentation in December about her experience decorating at the White House.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll also have, for folks that love Christmas, we've got a couple other Christmas shows that will be coming through the Wallace. One called The Grand Old Christmas. It is a Christmas spectacular show. I think there's snow that may even fall from the ceiling of the stage. You've got lots of your favorite Christmas songs. The Keegan Peck Quartet will be playing for us. Follow along on our website. We're also going to add some Christmas movies and lots of ways to celebrate the holidays and make family memories at the Wallace. But start with us with Bria. You'll be one of the first people to actually get to see Christmas in its full experience at the Wallace.
Right. I love that. And what you just described is something that I think is so wonderful and unique to this theater, is that you have live performances, you have films, you have catered dinners, you have food, you have everything. It's so wonderful that you have this flexibility to be a real theater in the town. It's amazing.
It is so wonderful. It truly is a dream come true. And the best part it is not just my dream. It is truly the dream of this community. When you watch people step back into this theater for the first time and they're filled with emotion because they've been cheering this project on, or maybe they came here when they were kids and now they get to bring their children, their grandchildren to share experiences. It's really a very special thing, and we just would love to see more folks come out and experience that with us.
Great. Beginning Wednesday the 12th, is that correct?
That's correct.
What time?
It is going to be at 6:30.
6:30,
Yes.
Bria Skonberg in intimate performance here at the Wallace Theater. Alycyn Keeling, thank you so much for being our guest on the front row today.
Thank you, Clint. It was wonderful.